Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Wednesday, Mosh Pit. We are now only 5 away already from the first like streak goal of the new era of the shortened like streak, so we get higher turnovers and all that kind of good stuff. And thank you all very much for the support over the weekend. Hope you all had a good start to your midweek here in the Mosh Pit. Here's your artwork of the day, sent to you by Jens over on the Invicta subreddit, of course. As always, title of the thread this time around is Catch Me If You Can. And Jens always staying on point and up to current events. Yes, that is a Sinvicta Uma. And special attention was given not only to the Naruto run, but also the fact that I don't think I've ever seen the Sinvicta skull with ponytails, let alone have the flames turn into ponytails. I don't even know what they're held by right there. It looks whatever kind of rope can contain fire than the little Daisy Bunny in the background. So thank you very much, Jens, and everyone who upvoted that one, as always. It's been a little bit light on the subreddit lately. Oh, we got Squeezy. Foxtrot November, Hotel 6-7, or Sierra 7, Zulu November. I swear we've had that seed before. We got the Dull Razor Blade. Okay stats all across the board. Our tears rate slightly above average. Our damage is slightly below average. Movement speed slightly above average. Range is not great, and our shot speed is also not great, but not terrible. I mean, we're starting off with a Tears upgrade thanks to Squeezy and 2 Soul Hearts. Now 1.5 Soul Hearts, so it could be worse. But obviously, we're going to want to try to get some damage early on here as soon as possible. And again, thank you everybody for all the feedback on the application site as well. I appreciate that. It's going to be browser based app, like I was saying when we first introduced it, but eventually would like to make a standalone app that would be very cool that you can put on your phone. You will be able to see the app and use it in your browser. So if you're on iPhone, for example, you can bring it up in Safari or Android with Chrome, or or whatever browser you like to use. But my goal is to get it fully developed for a standalone app that you can download. Let's put it this way, if we make an app that you download off of the App Store and stuff, that probably won't be free. But the website will always be free to use, though, for people who don't want to do it. I mean, it's just a randomizer at the end of the day, right? So it's not for now anyway. I mean, maybe bring more utility into it later on, but that's the goal there, is just to start off with the randomizer and then slowly build on top of that framework. To add more and more features and stuff. That's the dream, And Bryn Moore has done a fantastic job with it. Alex, of course, he's already completed some of the artwork, which we've already updated the app with. So we're getting close. We're not there. I'd say that we're in early alpha right now for testing it. And by testing it, I mean just uploading the art and kind of prettying it up, because there's no testing that really needs involved. It's already, Bryn Moore already did a fantastic job with it. But I'm glad a lot of people are excited about it. I'm excited about it too. And yeah, it's all the product of Bryn Moore wanting to help out, get rid of those stupid wheels that I was using for random run day, and then now it's kind of turned into something bigger. I saw it and was like, hey, we need to plan bigger here. So that's what we're doing here. Definitely use some damage. I don't like Monster's Lung. It kills your tears rate. It's annoying to charge it up, and it takes forever to charge up. So it's not my cup of tea. If we had Brimstone and Libra, something like that, the Monster's Lung would be no problem at all. But we don't. So Golden Poop here, we might get Counterfeit Penny, and I would definitely take that. Take anything right now. So not a fantastic start, but not a terrible start on this one either. You like how we've had the Uma Musume memes carry over into Isaac now. The Uma Musume series, I don't know how long it'll run. Again, it didn't really take off on the channel. Hardly any non-Isaac videos take off from the channel, which is discouraging at times as a content creator. To just know that, like, the algorithm is totally just not going to let you break out of it, unless if I decide to do like drama or something like that, or political crap, and this is like, that's not me, man. I'd rather retire who I am than keep going for who I'm not. Two fan schmabulous item rooms here. Gonna be looking for the shop. And the peeper is kind of whatever. If it hits something, great, but most of the time it doesn't. It does give you a slight damage upgrade whenever you take it, however, for every other shot. So it's kind of like it's almost kind of akin to blood clot in a way, but it's nowhere near as good as Sty. Let's see what our shop has. We get a cheap trinket smelter, which is infinitely better than the dull razor blade. And we're starting off with an orbital. All right. XL floor into an orbital. First boss. Oh, boy. Looks like we're in for one today here in the midweek. Wow, I didn't even see that Pooter. Let alone him fire up there. Surprised we had movement speed to sidestep that. On a recent video, somebody asked, how come I say orbitals are trash when I used to use them prolifically in Afterbirth, Afterbirth Plus, etc., up until Repentance? And the answer is Repentance. Repentance is what happened. But if you want the technical reason, what happened is that they nerfed the amount of damage that orbitals do. They sped up the orbital speed for whatever reason, because apparently it was just too strong moving at a normal speed. So they had to speed it up to make it more unwieldy. And on top of that, it deals less damage. So, and on top of that, it also takes the place of a boss drop. Instead of us getting something like, say, I don't know, a tears upgrade or a damage upgrade, we get an orbital that we're probably not going to use. Now, that's not to say that they're totally useless. It's just that they are trash, comparatively speaking, to what they used to be. And orbital play is not something that you're really going to be able to bank on anymore, like you could in the olden days. The good old days. We do need damage, so not great. That was a pretty bad 2 floors. We're going to last week's question of the episode from the new strongest run of the year. This one came in from first time question submitter, I believe, Bear Pup Polar. We said, question of the episode: if you were to come up with a new bum friend, what would it be, and what would it be, and what would it do? So we've had this question once before, and I don't remember what answer I gave, so take that for what it is. But my idea for a bum would be, I would like to see a bum friend pick up enemies, like a kidnapper or something like that, where they would he wouldn't be able to pick up large enemies, but like regular mobs and the like, flies, spiders, etc., even mushrooms. He'd be able to kidnap them, and then every 6 enemies that he kidnaps or so, he may pay out with a consumable, or he does nothing. And in an off rare chance, he can sometimes pay out with a champion version of one of the enemies that's picked up, which would be still kind of useful in a way, because champions are just a vessel for consumable drops. That's all they really are. Yeah, so I would like to have the kidnapper bum. I think that would be a very interesting way to play, and you can compile that with, like, say, Friend Finder or with Friend Ball or stuff like that. I think that would be a unique experience. We did get a guppy item here. There's no reason for us to hold on a trinket smelter right now because we have, well, no trinkets. Although one of the big feedbacks that I did give Zombolis, not for this patch, but hopefully for an upcoming patch, or maybe this patch, I don't know. It depends on just how he feels like doing it or not. I think that trinket smelter, if you buy it, it should drop a trinket. There's no excuse why it wouldn't. And Zombolis, he said he agreed. He said I think that's fair. So hopefully we get something like that, because I do think it's kind of dumb. Here's an item that goes with trinkets, You buy it, you spend all that money just to get it, and then there's nothing. You have to wait for a trinket to drop, and then a trinket may never drop. So it makes the potential value of trinket smelter 0. Really. Thought for sure the secret room was going to be there. Super secret room is most likely right there, but we'll never find out because we don't have a bomb. Hopefully it's not yellow champion, mega fatty, and it's not, thankfully, for once. And I still think it's just worth it just to blow up these barrels. It's hard to time or influence mega fatty to get near the barrel at the precise moment you got to blow it up. It's just not worth it. All it does is act as an obstacle. Excuse me, sir. You have no HP. Thank you. We get a movement speed upgrade and a Bomba. Another devil deal. And... I'm going to take the nail because it's an HP generator. And it also contributes towards Leviathan. If you're wondering where I'm going to the room that had the sack in it. Another benefit is that it gives you Stompy. This game is trying to kill me. Secret room can't be there. I have no idea where the secret room is, dude. It could be there. It can't be there. Yeah, this is the only other place that it could possibly be. Unless if it's in a really mean place where it's above the shop, which I could definitely see happening, or it's to the right of there. But it doesn't matter because we have a bomb. But yeah, the nail gives us a little bit of HP regen, and hopefully maybe we can get Leviathan, but right now nothing seems like it's popping off. And Curse of the Blind. Get blue cap. We needed anything that dropped in here, whether it be HP, tiers, even range. So it's still risky because obviously we're going up against bosses, but at least we did get an HP upgrade to keep us out of the one-shot zone anyway. I'm going to stay in the Succubus Aura as much as I can just to get a little bit of damage without putting myself into too much harm's way. Okay, so we got a little bit of room here, but obviously we won't be able to take any items because it's blind items, and also we need everything on this run. It's a struggle right now. We're not looking great. Game has spawned more troll bombs than actual helpful bombs. So I'm pretty happy about that. Right now we're just looking for the exit. We could find the shop, and that would give us a funny game. That would give us maybe a chance to get a full charge. I haven't bought the nail yet because we haven't been in any combat situations. Hey, mini charge is good. Secret room should be above here usually. We have 8 keys, so this is definitely worth it just for the consumables. We get cardio coin. Okay, so cardio coin should maybe get us to 15 cents, but we don't buy blind items. We don't even pick up blind items most of the time, so let alone buy them. Okay, so we didn't lose anything there. And no, the nail unfortunately cannot let me cross over those steel blocks. As much as I would love to have the ability to do so to get that soul heart, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Nice little wombo combo there with Succubus and the Peeper. I'm gonna bank this one charge and just wait for the boss. We're gonna need it too, especially. It's nice that we got that death card. The death card will also help us DPS the split here. Get him pretty low, and then we'll nuke him. Great block by Cube Meat there, and we get Gimpy, which is not a bad item, but man, we need some offense. No way I'm relieved that we didn't get a double deal. In a situation where we're at right now, like we're in right now, being at low life and not knowing what we're taking from a devil deal is extremely risky. Extremely risky. Too risky for my blood. You know, if this were the Twitch file, I wouldn't necessarily care too much, but we got to be extra careful here. This run feels like it can spiral out of control in a second. So, wow, that schmoove though. Okay. That one spider did like a super leap to the side over here. I saw that game. Everyone else did too. Oh, you gave me a host as well. Thank you. We've gotten more hosts than we have helpful bombs. I don't know what I was supposed to do there. Just gonna let Succubus kind of just take everything down. Gotta use the nail there, but yep. Great shops happening over here. All right, so there's our shop, and we again, you know the situation we're in. Just gotta hope and pray that we get something good here on this floor. Otherwise, we're gonna be in a world of deep doo-doo. And this is kind of feeling like Monday's run, the surprise turn of events episode, where we just had nothing going on, and then of course we balled out of control at the very, very end, but too little too late for that. Yeah, we need something monster in here in this item room, otherwise we are going to be in trouble. I like 120 volt. I don't think it's a bad item at all. I think it is a very competent, good item if you can use it correctly and safely without hurting yourself. And there's the tuning fork of a map that we're on right now. So we've gone to every which way. I don't know how I managed to keep getting hit in this room every single time. Can't believe the secret room's not there. The 120 volt will zap enemies that Isaac gets close to. And it can chain enemies that you just saw right there with those two visas. So it's very, very useful. It's especially useful when you're talking about combining it with a battery or on the flooded caves. It does spread around quite a bit. Loki's been showing up quite often lately. Not a huge fan of Loki, but he's also not one of the hardest bosses. Honestly, the spikes are more annoying than he is. Synth Oil, which is a big damage upgrade in range. 2 things that we needed, and yep. Stanley keeps on keeping on. You're doing great, Stan. Doing phenomenal. And another Curse of the Blind. Okay, so we now know what type of run that we are. We now know what type of run that we are in for. That's the final confirmation that we needed. It's like TA for stock charts, pickers. Those of you who invest. Needed to see some confirmation that we are indeed in a troll run, and now we have all the evidence that we need to absolutely confirm that we are in a troll run. Steam sale, thank you. Appreciate it. Some money back in our donation machine, as this is the last shop that we are ever going to see on this run. Sure. We'll take the polished bone. Polished bone might help us out. Let's goof there. Okay, and there we go. There's the east, west, and south side of the map, everybody. Done it again. As always, my daily service to you, the viewer. Make sure that we get all the full clears. Yeah, you see how 120 volt changed there. I don't think 120 volt scales with Isaac's damage. I don't believe so anyway. I could be wrong. I get down to polar invincibility here. Yes, I could have gone back and picked up the counterfeit penny before doing this, but again, we're not going to see a single shop for the rest of this run. So, if the game gave us any kind of hope of a good run or an exciting run, then maybe. But as it stands right now, let me tell you something, brother. I'm not going to give the game the satisfaction of seeing like, see, I told you so. Here's a great run now. You want to see what card this is. Emperor card would be great. It's a devil card. Probably better than the magician card, to be honest. All right, Bonies. Do your work. Oh, baby. We almost made boss rush if I really tried for it, but I wasn't because it's Curse of the Blind. If it wasn't Curse of the Blind, then definitely would have been way more motivated to bomb through doors and stuff. But as it stands, no thank you. And I'm just not even going to look at the devil deal. Could it have been a Krampus fight? Yeah, I mean, sure. It could have also just been a bunch of demon judgments. Or just spikes. We'll never know. Just not worth, in my mind, it's not worth it in this spot to waste any of our HP for that. Now, if that was the difference between going down to polar invincibility or not, okay. Let's get out of this room first. How about that? If that was going to be the difference between getting polar invincibility or not, then I would have at least entertained the idea of picking up something in there. But it would have to have been a 2-heart devil deal. All right. Yeah, we see what type of run this is. We already know. Person may be shooing us along here. Ponies. You had one job. All you had to do was hit him once. Okay. That's a big no-go for me, dog. Only need you to work on your axe a little bit. It's a little lacking right now. Hey, here's the northeast side of the map, everybody. Let's go to the northwest side, shall we? A kingdom for an emperor card. You can do it, Sloth. Got us into the secret room, at least. He gave us a death card. This run is actively on all cylinders right now with the quick shots. Every single fire took a pot shot at us. The troll bombs. Yeah, this game woke up in a tiffy. I don't even know what that means, but that's what it woke up in. We don't need any of the charge keys to be charged, to be honest. Yes, we could get a devil deal, but we're not. Just be honest with yourself, we're not. I wouldn't mind taking Conquest Pony now, because that would give us flying and some kind of boss killing ability. I'd absolutely take that over the nail. The nail is not really the best. In fact, technically speaking, the nail is the worst soul heart generator in the game. If we're talking purely, wow, what a block. If we're talking purely, I told you we weren't going to get W. If we're talking purely about how many soul hearts you get at any given time, yeah, the nail is the worst out of them all. You might be wondering what I mean by that, by the devil deal. How does the devil deal factor into me taking or not taking the charge keys? Well, it's simple. If we had a devil deal, I could have left those charge keys down on the ground to replenish at least one devil deal's worth of items that we would take in Stanley's room. But with it being 33.8% chance, and based on how the game has been acting this day of our Lord, yeah, we had a 0% chance. It may have said 33.8, but I know a 0% chance when I see it. Trust me. I also know a dead end when I see it, as we've gone to yet another dead end. How does he do it? Let's subvert expectations and go over here to the west, shall we? No, thank you. My God. Black Pin is definitely the most dangerous of the pins. Black Pin, he don't mess around. I'm gonna leave the Eternal Heart. We don't need it right now anyway. If we get a devil deal, then I'll come back and get it. But we're not. We're just not. No, this is another pin room. My God. Good damage there with Conquest Pony. He told you. Told you. I know. I just know. As insane as it may sound, I just know when the game is in a mood. That sounds absolutely psychotic to say that games have moods, but you can't watch my videos and tell me that you haven't seen the game be in a good mood and not in a good mood, where it just wants to be just troll the hell out of you and just make your life miserable. If you have even an hour in Isaac, you know that this game lives to screw over the player. It's what it's designed to do. It's what they want to happen. And you just know. You see signs, and it's like I was talking about earlier. You get confirmation. But yeah, all right. So this is the type of run that we're gonna get. We're gonna get really awful items, no devil deals, and you just have to survive. I know it sounds insane to think that, like, you might be sitting there catching yourself saying, come on, it's a game. It doesn't have moods. It's not sentient. It's not against you at all times, blah, blah, blah. Dude, I'm telling you. This ain't crazy old Invicta. This is real. You can ask any Isaac player out there. They will tell you. It's sometimes not all random. The game absolutely knows what it's doing. If you don't believe me, that's okay. Honestly, it's your problem. I'm just sitting here telling the truth. Secret room might be here, but it's Curse the Blind, so I don't really care. Oh, okay. Yeah, so pretty big bummer of a run today, gotta say. Even though, despite the fact that we are sitting at full HP, this is just one of those runs that just never fully materialized into anything useful. Might as well peep into the first room here. And, yep. Well, at least we have a whole butt ton of soul hearts to get on the ground in case we do take damage against Isaac. But Conquest Pony should take care of most of this. I'm not going to pop the pony until he goes to phase 2. So why do I wait for phase 2? Well, because we need to get past the Angel Screaming Fetus stage as fast as possible. Not solely because of the angel fetuses, but also the fact that is when Isaac launches his unmitigatable damage, which is in the form of Crack the Sky. And they're way too random. They're way too precise sometimes as well. And it's just not the phase that you want to be in. You want to force them to phase 3 so you don't have to worry about any of that crap. Surprised that we didn't get a Curse of Blind, I'm gonna be honest. Just give me something to be excited about, game. Putting me to sleep over here. We've taken 16 items total in this run. And we started with 2 of them. So, you know, toss us a frickin' bone here, is what I'm trying to say. Game. It's not even the matter of us being picky either. We only passed up one item that I would consider to be a Invicta choice, which was the very first item that we saw, of course, was Monster's Lung. Everything else has either just been not good or or actually bad, like PhD. False PhD. I don't think False PhD would have done anything for us. Yeah, we might have gotten a damage upgrade or two, but we would not have gained any movement speed. We would have not gained any tears, which is... Tears is the biggest factor right now. Our damage is okay if we're sitting in the Succubus Aura. Hate this. Oh my god, we got a Tears rate upgrade. Holy moly. We got Pisces. Ace of Hearts. Hopefully this double chest pays out with something good. And we get Capricorn. Yeah, and it's so typical of these type of runs where we get items that could have vastly improved our experience about 35 minutes ago at the very end. So shout out to you, game, for getting in your final troll here. We're all proud of you. I hope you enjoyed yourself today. Hope it was worth it for you, game. I just turned all my bonies into hearts. I don't even care. All I'm doing is just trying to get a full charge for Conquest Spona here. So, thank you for watching, everybody. Again, not the most exciting run. I apologize about that. There's not really much I can do about it, though. Kind of playing within the confines that the game is set for us today, and as with anything, any Isaac runs, but... You know, we made the best out of a really awful situation, getting 3 Curse of the Blinds, no useful devil deals. Yeah. I mean, the nail helped, of course, but we never... We did get one other devil deal besides that one, and I chose not to take it because guess what? It was a Curse of the Blind, so... If you played the Seed, let me know. Let me know what how your runs went any better. Did you go alt path? Was there a better option for a devil deal? Was the blind devil deal item any good? I'd love to know your thoughts about that. I'd love to know if you still play these seeds with me. Maybe not live, but maybe you replay them after you see the video and use it to your advantage. I don't know. I'd love to hear where the divergence goes with these type of runs. So thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great start to your Wednesday. I have no idea what hit me there. At this point, I don't even care. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Wow, game. Thanks for watching this video. Like thanks to pages of mine like Noah Drummond, Michael McMaster, and Steve with a Lisp. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Invicta.